Hey, it's Shane and welcome to my video. So this video is really impromptu. I'm doing this on a whim. So it's probably going to end up being a mess. So, love that. But I just really wanted to talk about the Steven Universe future finale. And I wasn't sure how I was going to go about it. But as you may have been able to tell from the title or in thumbnail, I'm going to be talking about everything that I loved and hated about the finale. Now, hate is a strong word. I would probably say that some of the stuff that goes in the hate category is probably just considered like least favorite things or like dislikes. Because, I wouldn't be watching the show if there was aspects that I truly hate about it. Even though I do think there's lots of things to criticize within the show, especially how it ended, but we may or may not get into that. That may be a conversation for a completely different video.
I think we should have that conversation.
Who knows? But, like I said, I love the show and I enjoyed the finale. And when I say finale, I'm referring to the last final 4 episodes. Homeworld Bound, Everything's Fine, I Am My Monster, and The Future. So, the way I'm going to try to go about this, I'm probably going to go in down the line through order of the episodes. Then again, I may not. Who knows? Like I said, this is a mess. Just bear with me. But I'm basically going to say something that I loved about the finale and then follow that up with something that I didn't love, that I didn't really care for. So, do a good with the bad, try to make it, less, try to make it come off as less negative. Trying to get it, trying to pick some sweet with the sour. Yeah, basically like that. So, let me stop rambling and let me get into, let me get into the video. So, one thing that I really loved is the return of Spinell that happened in Homeworld Bound. Because honestly, after the Steven Universe movie, I just have to say that Spinell is within the top favorite characters within cartoon show, kid shows, period. She was only featured in whatever long movie, and she made her impact. Sis really made her impact.
Look how she ate that.
I loved her whole story arc and everything. So it was just nice to see her return and be a part of the three of the last episodes after she was introduced with the movie. Because I really wanted to see Sis again. I really want to see Sis again, and I want to hear Sis talking. The actress that voices her, Sarah, love it. I loved her being back. So that's definitely one thing I love. But something I didn't love, and this hurts me to say, but Blue Diamond's song that she sang, My Little Reason Why, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the singing voice of Blue Diamond. One of my favorite songs from the Steven Universe movie is actually Let Us Adore You. They're harmonizing, they're sickening. That song is sickening. Honestly love it. Their voices are beautiful. And even in this song, My Little Reason Why, her voice is beautiful, but the song was just it felt the song was just a bit of a flop for me. When I saw that Blue Diamond was about to sing, I got excited. I was ready for her to give me the vocals. I was ready for some good lyrics. I don't know. Maybe I had high expectations because I don't know. I've been waiting for a Blue Diamond song, but it didn't deliver. It didn't deliver.
There's really no flavor to this, really.
It didn't give me. It didn't do justice. It didn't do justice to her singing. It's a cute song. It's not a bad song. I listened to it again when I rewatched the episode last night, and I didn't dislike it as much as I did when I originally watched the episode. I could feel it. I had to force myself to listen to it to really get into it, but It's like for that to be the last character song of the show is just, and this is a show that I pride it on its music. Like there are several, like I could literally spend the day just listening to Steven Universe songs because there are so many bops, like so many bops, so many hits, so many songs that just slaps. It slaps. Like that's something that this show does well. That's definitely something that I feel like this show does well. That's their strong suit. The music that they bring, the music that they create. So for this song, I, for this to be their last character song, it's just I felt disappointed. I feel disappointed. I just feel disappointed with it. Like it was just disappointing. Like I said, this show really delivers when it comes to music and songs, like original songs. So I guess I was just expecting better. Blue Diamond getting her own solo song. You feel like that would be one of the highlights of the episode, but it truly wasn't. It truly wasn't. It got overshadowed. And yeah, there's lots of great things, or big things, I should say. There's lots of big things that happen within this episode, but it's just like it wasn't. There's a reason why it got so easily overshadowed by the other events that happened in this episode. Then again, who knows? Maybe everybody and their mama could have loved this song, and I'm just tripping. But these are just my opinions. Forgot to preface that in the beginning of the video, but it's just my opinions of stuff that I loved and didn't with the finale. But it's like I don't know. But let me get into something else that I really love within the same episode. Is Yellow Diamond's power, where she basically uncorrupt gems and like can reverse the shattering of gems. Cause I really love that, and I think her power out of the three is definitely the best. Like out of the diamonds, hers is definitely the best. Being able to heal and fix at least the physical forms of gems, because she was kind of known for, well, the diamonds in general, but I feel like especially Yellow Diamond was known to just so carelessly just disregard these gems and their existence, where she'll shatter them in a heartbeat. So it's just, I like that growth of her using her powers to fix the physical forms and put together gems that were once shattered. And I love that. I love that. See, I really love that. Something else that I really loved within the episode is the whole attempted shattering of White Diamond, which funny of me to say that right after saying how I love Yellow Diamond's power for fixing and unshattering or reversing the shattering of gems. But yeah, like the shattering, Lord, I cannot talk. The attempted shattering of White Diamond. I really like that moment. It really showcased how Steven does have this resentment towards White Diamond because of solely all the crap and stuff she put him through. And I feel like I could get into the conversation of how quickly they turned her character around from being the main villain of the show to being like, oh, well, she's all good now. But
I'm really interested in having that conversation. I have to tell you that.
like I said, that's for another video. But yeah, so I like that they actually acknowledge that, like, even though they're on good terms and the diamonds are, good now, it's like he still has resentment for the stuff she put him through. Like, she literally ripped out his gem. She ripped the gem out of this boy's body. Ooh, that moment was such a good moment. From Change Your Mind, that moment was oof. That goes down in one of my top favorite moments of Steven Universe, period. Like one of the top 10 best moments of Steven Universe. Chef's kiss. But yeah, so like she literally ripped the gem out of this boy. And there is a lot of stress and trauma that she caused specifically, that her and the other diamonds caused. But I'm going to get into that later when we get down through the episodes, because that's definitely another point I want to bring up. But yeah, so I really like that they showcased that, because it was very dark and disturbing. But I felt like it was like Like it wasn't just something out of the blue that they were doing just to make it shockworthy or creepy, you know. I like that they did that. I like how they did that for the reasons that I stated. So let me try not to ramble. Let me go on to my next point of something that I really didn't care for. Um, See, now I feel like I'm going to be jumping all over the place because I have more things that I actually love that I disliked. So let me just skip around and try to find something that I didn't care for. Something that I really didn't like is Jasper's send off, like her goodbye, her final scene, her final moment in the episode The Future. I really felt like that was just so unfinished. Like I feel like her character is so unfinished. Like I don't know. I feel like that wasn't a justified ending for Jasper. That was not a justified send off for Jasper. And like the send off with like Lapis and Bismuth and Peridot, those were cute. Even though I do feel like Lapis as a character didn't get fully finished. Like she feels so unfinished, which you know, another conversation, another day. Even though she does feel like such an unfinished character, I actually liked it. The send off they did with with Steven telling them three, Lapis, Bismuth, and Peridot goodbye. I liked it, that send off. I think it was cute. I think, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's fine with me. With that being their last scenes, Lapis last scene, I'll take it. I'll take it. But with Jasper, it's like it just felt too unfinished. Where it was like literally they only spent like a minute on Steven saying goodbye to her. He basically was like, I'm leaving. You can't follow me though. And she's like, damn it. Okay, whatever. And like, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but it basically felt like that. And it's like, Jasper has always been like a big part of the show. Like besides the diamonds, well, she's like the original first main villain. She's been around since season 1, I believe, like towards the end of season 1. So it's like she she is a big part of the show and like what the show is. And I just feel like they could have did her they could have did more justice to her send off. They could have did better. She deserved better. Basically, she deserved better. Like they didn't even address the fact that like she was just shattered like 3 episodes, 4 episodes before this and brought back like, which by the way, also another moment from the episode fragments that I absolutely love that low-key broke my heart when we saw that Steven shattered Jasper. Like that very much gave me, for anybody that watches like Avatar The Last Airbender, that very much gave me that episode, one of my favorite episodes of the show, where Katara basically has to blood bend with Yama. I hope I'm saying her name right. With Yama, she has to blood bend to control and defeat Yama. And like that was such a heartbreaking moment because even though she knew she had to do it to like defeat her, it's like she basically went against her morals, her principle, and like that's the thing. Steven and Katara are characters where they are very set in their morals, which is one of the reasons they are personally some of my favorite cartoon characters. But they're so set within their morals and their principles and their beliefs, whereas like her having to go against it, even though it was to save her friends and defeat Yama, like it's just sad to see like her crying and falling to her knees. Like that was heartbreaking to see. So I feel like that was basically the case with, I'm derailing. I'm totally derailing from the point. But I just want to mention how I love that because like it very much gave me that type of tease with us seeing that Steven shattered Jasper. Because like, Steven was completely against shattering. And the fact that he ended up doing this thing that he viewed as such like a evil, awful, disgusting thing. Like the fact that he ended up doing it himself, like that made me tear up. It made me tear up. So yeah, I just wanted to mention how much I loved that moment where it was sad, and I don't know how I feel about him being able to bring her back because of course I didn't want Jasper to just be gone. I don't know. See, this is. I'm gonna have to make another video talking about stuff like that because, like, I don't know how I feel about him being able to bring her back. I don't know. I don't know. But let me get back to the point. So, yeah, Jasper was just shattered, and him shattering Jasper, that was a big moment. And I feel like it kind of got brushed aside a little. And, like, he didn't even address her basically viewing him. Ugh, let me just go back and say how Jasper being like my diamond, like I'm gonna have to make a video. I'm gonna have to make something talking about that because it's just see. I want to talk about the good stuff. I want to talk about the good stuff, some of my favorite stuff. But now I feel like this needs to be talked about too. So it's like I just didn't like how I feel like she didn't get proper send off. I feel like she didn't get a proper send off. I feel like her character feels so unfinished. It's like, okay, so you're just leaving her to continue craving that authority and attention from Steven, who he view as his diamond now. It's like, so that's basically like how the show, she's basically going to be roaming around just looking for that sense of authority, I guess. I don't know, like it just feels so unfinished. And yeah, you can bring up the point where the episode where it's like some gems are just set, like they shouldn't be forced to change what they like to do. Like, you know, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say?
Miss Jackson.
Like, I get that that's part of like Jaspers. That's part of what they are. They're gems, where you know they're like guards. The guards of the diamond. So you know, they seek authority or whatever. But it's like I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like she did not get a proper send off. I just didn't like how that was just like it just felt so unfinished. Her character felt unfinished. She deserved better. She deserved the better ending. It's basically what I'm saying. Probably Jasper deserved the better ending. But yeah, that's definitely something I didn't care for within the finale. But let me go to the episode I Am My Monster because I have a couple of things that I really loved about this episode that I'm just gonna group in together. I loved how they had the diamonds take accountability, specifically White Diamond, how they had them take accountability for the pain and trauma that they put Steven through. Just even that little moment, because I know it wasn't a lie. I know it's probably just something a little small to a lot of people. I actually really liked it. Like, yeah, we're all good now, and you know, we're one big loving family now. But it's like, you know, can't just clearly if Steven Universe Future has showed us anything, it's like you can't just bypass the trauma and experiences you go through. Like it don't work like that. You can't just bypass it. Otherwise that mess is gonna just build up. And I also really love Connie. She's by far one of my favorite characters, if not the my favorite. She's one of the best characters of the show, and that's on period.
Hey, Queen. Girl, you have done it again.
Connie is the true MVP of the finale, honestly. Her speech, how she was like, yeah, y'all did put him through terrible crap. Y'all did treat him horrible. Y'all are part of the reason why of the trauma that he's struggling with. But it's like, it's not the time to make this about y'all. It's not the time to make it about us. We should be focusing on helping Steven and what we can do to be there for him because Steven has been there for us and now he's resolved all these issues and problems. He's been there for us, but Steven ain't never really been there for himself. Like he's never really been there to save or help himself. So it's like I really loved that. I loved her whole little speech. I loved her. She's just this entire show, the progression of like Connie's character.
Girl, you make me so proud. And I love you.
Because I love her character. I love how her character developed. I love the growth. She is such an amazing character. She's definitely something that I love within the finale. Oh, and something a little minor that I wanted to just throw in as something that I love from episode The Future. I love the whole little cookie cat throwback. Like that's cute how they had that in the very last episode because you know That was in the very first episode. That was a little something, a little cute that I just want to throw in. But this next thing, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make the last, because I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of like a mixture of, I don't know. It's like a mixture of I have things that I like about it and things that I don't care for it. Like it's a mixture, so that's why I'll make this the last one. It's like in this song, but basically it's about the corruption of Steven and the way he was uncorrupted. I've seen and heard multiple like various opinions on how the show went about uncorrupting Steven or him being corrupted, and I've seen people on both sides make fair arguments. So I guess that's probably why it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't. It's in between the love and the hate. Like it's in between that because I liked it, and this is I probably want to have this conversation for another day as well. I'm gonna just be making lots of Steven Universe videos in the future, apparently, since I'm just talking about how everything's a conversation for a different day. But I loved how the main theme of like this season or Steven Universe future is trauma and growth and like dealing with trauma and everything. And maybe I'm biased because I personally relate to a lot of the stuff that they showcase, like finding healthy ways to deal and cope with trauma, getting to the point where you don't know how to deal with it and it just keeps building up till you just explode or just turn into this monster, this uncontrollable emotional monster, just raging with all this pain and anger and trauma. It's like I really love that. So that's why I liked how they did make Stephen like corrupted, because this child, he has been through so much, Lord. He has been through so much, and he never really got any type of proper help for like all the stuff he been through, from all the battles, from all the stuff he witnessed, from all the secrets and revelations he's learned. It's like he's never really stopped to actually head on deal with stuff like that. So it's just like all that trauma and all that past stuff from like earlier seasons that's just like making it apparent that these things that he went through are like still problems that are prevalent within him. Like just because the situation was solved or the battle was, finished, doesn't mean that the effects of him going through and experiencing that is gone. Like that's still within him. That trauma is still within him. So I really love that aspect of him becoming corrupted. But I also feel some type of way about his corruption. I don't know. I guess I wish they would went more into how he became corrupted, because maybe this is just me thinking, me not remembering like how corruption is like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Like, would that be the thing to make? Well, he's half human, so I guess I could understand where I see like trauma being the thing that corrupts him, I guess.
I don't understand. I swear to God, I don't understand.
See, this is stuff I'm just gonna have to sit about and like really have like conversations about. But I don't know, like him becoming corrupted, and I guess I can understand. But I seen like critiques, like how did he become corrupted? Why did his form look like that when he was corrupt? Like he turned into a monster rather than being corrupted, like his gem being corrupted. Like he turned into a monster. And like I said, him being half human could play a part in that. But I don't know. There's just something where I felt some type of way. But I don't know how to feel about the way they uncorrupted him. With the with the group hug and everything. Like I know it's like love. Love is the thing that uncorrupted him, showing him love and support, which I love that. And like I said, I completely relate and feel that, like, with that being like a thing. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I've seen people complain about, him having a group hug is the thing that uncorrupted him and changed him from being this monster, this raging monster. And I've also seen people make good points, like how it's showing how being there for somebody and showing them love and support and knowing that you're going to be there with them, even when they show like the bad parts of them, like parts that Steven even said himself, he didn't want the gems. He didn't want them to see him like this. He didn't want them to see him struggling and him having this internal battle with himself, this internal conflict. I like that. I do like that kind of like message of like, being there for someone and loving them and showing them that you're going to be there for them no matter the good, bad, and ugly. Like, I guess I do like that. But I also kind of don't like how it felt kind of rushed, I think. Yeah, I feel like it may have felt kind of rushed. I mean, we know the episodes are like 11 minutes long, and this was the episode before the final episode. It's like, they only got so much time to make do with what they can. But I don't know, it kind of felt rushed a tad bit, and I know I said this before, but it kind of also felt unresolved. But I will say that could also play a part. And I saw somewhere online, it must have been like a Steven Universe post that was like, that popped up in my Explore page on Instagram. But I saw somewhere where somebody made the point of where basically how they didn't, like, them uncorrupting him didn't like uncorrupt him, like it didn't fix him, like they didn't heal him, like he wasn't healed, like he's not fixed because stuff like trauma and bad experiences and bad memories and everything, that type of stuff doesn't go away. It just can't be fixed, it just can't be poofed away. So it's going to be there, but it's like showing the message of showing him how to be able to cope with it, which I guess you could say is something that I love within the future episode, how it was showing like him trying to cope with his issues, like him going on the road trip, him doing like yoga and whatnot, like him trying to find himself, him going on the journey of self-discovery. And I guess I like how they ended the show with that, because like it's not like a true ending where it's like everything's fixed and everything is solved. It's like still kind of open, like Steven isn't fully healed. He still has trauma and pain, but he's going on that journey to deal and face with that properly and to cope better than, just repressing it and shoving those feelings and those experiences and trauma deep down inside. So I guess this does go in like the love category. I loved it more than I didn't love it, with how they ended off the show with him being uncorrupted and how, like I said, it's not fully resolved. Like it's not a full resolution to monster Steven, corrupted Steven, because there is no real resolution. Like, I just like that. So yeah, I think I should stop here. This video is way too long and it's probably a mess. If you made it this far, bless you. Thank you and bless you. Because, Lord, I know it was just probably all over the place. I was just jumping all around. But I just really wanted to talk about the Steven Universe future finale. And, like I said, I definitely want to have more conversations about the show, even beyond Steven Universe future. Like, there's so many videos I feel like I can make about this show, because I honestly love the show. It's one of my favorite cartoon shows. Like I said, there are definitely flaws within the show that can't be addressed, but I just feel like there's also lots of great things with the show. So yeah, like, I just like talking about the show. I enjoy talking about the show. I really enjoyed this show, and to sum it up, I enjoyed the finale. Could they have done things to end the show better? Probably, but what they delivered, I liked it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I feel like it was a nice, well done finale, especially episode 20, The Future. I like how that was done. So, I guess that's about it. If you enjoy me rambling and messily talking / trying to analyze stuff within this finale, then maybe you can like, maybe subscribe, or, comment. Let me know what you enjoyed or didn't enjoy about the finale if you want. Like I said, I like talking about the show, so I'll be plenty of open to have discussions like in the comments, like with anybody, like with any fans of the show, whatever, whether you agree with me or not. But yeah, so let me end this off here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye.